What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Black Sheep Family TV. My name is Nicole. If you're new here, skirt. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Be down with the gang. So today's video, you guys, yes, I have the same outfit from the last story time. Don't clock me, but if I don't shoot this story time, I'm gonna forget it. So this story time is about my auntie on my daddy's side and about my grandma on my daddy's side. Why I don't fool with them, like stuff that people have said to me that I would just never forget. But y'all heard the last story time or whatever, so I'm gonna let you guys hear this story time. And again, I was not gonna bring story times to this channel, but I know a lot of people like this juicy stuff, and a lot of people like to kind of get to know the people that they kicking it with and watching and stuff like that. So I thought I was pull up on y'all with a story time. If y'all don't like the story times, let me know, because I would just quit doing them. I don't want y'all to be like, I mean, why are you, we're here for baby updates, unboxing, fitness. We here for some positive motivational stuff. We're not here for the story time, sis. We're not here for the tea time, whatever you want to call it. We're not here for that. But let me know if y'all don't want them, because I will gladly stop them. But y'all know with the last story. So with all that happening, I ended up moving out that apartment because it just was, I just ended up moving out that apartment. My baby daddy knew where I stayed at. I had one, the office was acting crazy, and y'all, like, also my baby daddy went to the office to try to get me evicted from that place anyway. And the people there, the people that were managing that place, had a lot of bad reviews, had a lot of people didn't like them, but they were racist. But that apartment complex went through like 10 to 15 managers. I think I was there for like a year maybe, and they went through that many people. So I don't know what was wrong with that apartment complex. But anyway, so in between me trying to find somewhere to stay, y'all, I ended up staying with my grandmother on my daddy's side, right? She like, yeah, I can come over there and stay, blah 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 this. I think I ended up losing my car or like a job or something. This was around the same time that my mom died as well. I tried to block out a lot of stuff that was going on. I ended up over there. Yeah, I will never forget it. Matter of fact, I ended up without a job. I don't know if I didn't have a car, if I was getting rides, or what the issue was, but I ended up losing that job because my grandma was like, I'm not watching your kids overnight. They're like, nah, that's just too much to be watching your kids overnight. Like, do you or do you not want me to not be in your house? Like, that doesn't even make sense. They'll sleep at those hours. So yeah, I kept the job for a little minute because I remember in the daytime I'd be sleepy, and you would be like, well, since you home, you can watch your, and my grandma would be like, well, since you home, you can watch your kids. Like, no kind of help. Like, I didn't just sit here and get off work, and like I had to find somewhere for them to go while I went to work. Or my daddy would be like, he'll watch them while I went to work, because I was going to work. Like, I'm leaving from your house, going to work. Like, I can't be going nowhere else. So, oh yeah, and I say that because my sister had told me how, my sister on my daddy's side, my half sister, had told me how that when I had worked at a previous job, that they didn't believe that I was going to work. So that's why my auntie used to always come to the job 2 and 3 times to make sure that I was even at work. Like, who the fuck lie about going to work? Like, just petty shit, y'all. But wouldn't let me go to sleep after I got off work. She really didn't want me staying in her house. She used to sit here and make little slick comments like, I don't know what type of grown woman want to stay with another grown woman instead of getting their own house and having their own house, blah 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 this, blah 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 that. Like, bro, not me. And then this was around the time that my baby dad was trying to get the kids, y'all. So you don't want me at your house. You told me my kids are not welcome at your house unless I'm there. I can't go to sleep while I'm trying to work, and my baby daddy want the kids. He said that he only wanted the kids, you know, until I got back on my feet. Once I got back on my feet, like on my own apartment, another car, whatever. That's what we talked about or whatever, which was all a lie. Like, and he was like, dude, I just really want to get my child support over, but I get the kids, whatever, this, that, and the third, and like we could handle all that later. And I'm like, I got all this stuff going against me. She don't want me at her house. She talking about this, that, and the third. We'll do this, we'll do that. Mind y'all, I was also in school at the time, y'all. So that's how my baby daddy got the kids. I temporarily signed custody over of my kids. So when I temporarily signed custody over to my kids, basically, get an attorney, y'all, because if it's not in that order that you're gonna get your kids back, and if nothing happened within the first month or that whole year, the 6 month, whatever temporary agreement that you agree to, they're pretty much not gonna remove them kids out of that custody, because they're gonna be like, well, nothing happened within this year. So all you really have to do is get somebody signed up temporary custody, let them be on their best behavior, and boom, they're the kids with them. That's how that happened. It wasn't the state took my kids. It wasn't that he went and took my kids and this, that, and the third. No, I was young, dumb, and naive. I was going through depression. I didn't have really nowhere to stay. I didn't have no support. I didn't have no help with my kids. None of that. So, with that being said, also, y'all, don't forget, y'all remember my grandma would only let us sleep on the couches. We couldn't sleep in her bed. My daddy let my kids sleep in his bed. I had to sleep on the couch. My sister needed somewhere to stay maybe a month or two later, and you move out your whole room. You move into the living room because you really don't want me there no way. So, mind you now, what have I did to my grandmother on my father's side? When y'all figure that out, let me know down in the comments, because we all can be rich. So, that's why I don't really fool with my daddy's side of the family. Like, because when I actually, mind y'all now, my mom haven't even been dead a good year. So, I have no help. My uncle worked 2 jobs. My other grandma has issues where she couldn't help me if she wanted to. My uncle was dealing with his own situation. Like, my immediate family, I had no help. Like, none whatsoever. So, my grandma and my daddy side had been watching my kids, but that's like if I worked from like 3 to 10 or 3 to 11 or something like that. But I got the night shift because I'm like, that would be sleep. So it'd be better for my grandma because everybody be sleep at the same time. And like, I just was shocked to see that she had a problem with that, y'all. So, y'all, like I said, that's how he got the kids. So I ended up enrolling in school because I'm like, I can't get back and forth to work, but I need to do something to either get a degree and get some money so I can get out her house, right? So I would call to get a ride down the street. Like, y'all, it was like a 5-mile walk. So y'all know that 5 mile, probably longer than that. Like, my grandma literally stayed 5 minutes away from the school that I went to. Called them, asked them to come pick me up. When nobody come pick me up, when nobody answered the phone. One time my auntie answered the phone, and she was like, on her way back, like she was bringing me to the house or whatever. She was talking to me about like what actually happened with Carter and Crystal, and me signing them over for me signing them over temporarily. And I was just like, I mean, I really don't have no help with them. So like, until I get on my feet, like, I signed them over because I didn't have no help. Yeah, my auntie gonna sit here and tell me, well, you want my mama to be your mama. That's what it is. You got a problem with my mama because you want my mama to be your mama. And blah, blah, blah this and blah, blah, blah that. And I'm looking at her like, what? So, since I don't have no help from nobody, I want your mama to be my mama. What? Like, bro, and y'all, and just to set the record straight, my auntie on my daddy's side, my little cousin, she stayed right next door to her mother. Like, my little cousin called grandmother mother because she was never a mother. Like, she never was bothered with my cousin or none of that other stuff. So I don't even know why she up here trying to fake like that. And then she was like, well, I sit here and I put you out. Like, and you get at with me and I put you out. Well, you came to get me to basically argue because I said I have no help. So I let him temporarily get the kids until I can get on my feet, because I'm not wanted at this house. My grandma had told my little sister that my kids are not welcome in my house unless I'm there. So basically, you don't want them there either. So I was like, that's effed up. And folks, just, you know, when you sit here and tell somebody about their wrong, like, I didn't tell this to my grandma or my auntie. Come to find out, when you look back on it, my sister was going back telling them everything that I was saying and probably turning it around and making it sound worse than what I really said. So everybody got a little attitude with me. So I ain't no telling what she went really and told my auntie, but I was just trying to really figure out at the time, y'all, I'm dumb, because I'm trying to figure out, like, why what? I want her to be my mama? Like, can't nobody ever replace your mama. Like, bro, I don't even understand it. I don't get that. Like, that don't even make no sense to me. So ever since then, y'all, I have never talked to, like, I speak to them and stuff like that, but like, as far as just dealing with them in general, like, no, like, I don't deal with y'all. Like, I never will forget what somebody told me back when I was down, when I didn't have no help, when I didn't have anybody really. Like, if you shitted on me in any type of way, like, I just will not forget that. Like, and I won't. Like, I remember needing a ride from school and nobody would come down the street to pick me up. And I remember when you did come pick me up from school, you basically told me that I wanted your mom to be my mama. You wanted to put me out your car. So really, you just wanted to pick me up to argue with me because I said that I don't have no help, which is a true statement. And you're talking about some, well, the fact that you don't got your kids, that's all your fault. You don't got your kids because that's all your fault. They don't got nothing to do with my mama, and that's my mama. That's my mama. Like, bro, ain't nobody worried about your old mama. Like, what is you talking about? Like, I don't understand with me saying a true statement. Like, I don't have no help on my mama's side or my daddy's side. Like, so I'ma keep them, make the kids sit here and suffer for what? I don't have nowhere to go. I don't have no car. I don't have no job. Like, so how is that gonna benefit them? How? And when they figured out that I did sign over my kids temporarily, talking about something, the first thing they sit here and say is, I wouldn't have signed over to my kids and sit here and stop my check from coming. So y'all looking at kids, so you already stupid, because you looking at kids as a check and not as what could be best for these kids at the time. What's best for these kids at the time is not sleeping back in this high room with my daddy. It's not me with no sleep and y'all up here talking about something. Well, I sat here and played sleep one day just to see what they really thought I was gonna do. So y'all make sure that I'm awake. So basically, I'm running off nothing. Like, I get maybe an hour here, an hour there of sleep, because every time I'm falling asleep, my grandma have an attitude because I'm asleep, because I have been at work all night long. They expected me to whoop my kids every time they did something. If there was a sitting down, you want me to beat them, this, that, and the third. When I'm dozing off, y'all looking at me, y'all got an attitude just because I'm even here. Like, I want to be in your house. Like, you don't want to turn the air on. You don't want nobody there. Like, y'all, that was the worst place to stay, the miserablest place I have ever stayed. And like, to this day, like, my grandma be mad when people be like, you know, my nephew, like, my nephew name is Jace or whatever, and I was gonna name Jackson Jace, like, no cap, because Jace is, I think, 5 or 6, and my kids have never met him. And I think Julian met him once, and Julian was a baby. Like, I got that in a video. It's how long ago that is. Because she don't let Jace come around. Not because I'm like, oh, well, you blah, blah, blah. I'm not finna sit here and be bothered with you, with this, with that. Like, it's simply because she don't want him to come around because she have a problem with me. So, oh well. Like, I can't sit here and fix them all. But that's the sort of time that my auntie wanted to put me out her car. My auntie wanted to argue with me. Like, why I don't mess with my daddy's side. That's the story time to that. So, yeah, you guys. I guess that sums up this video. See you guys on the next video. Also, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for coming to my channel, smashing the like button, sharing my channel out on your Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you share that out on. Thank you guys. I do see the shares and analytics, so thank you guys for sharing me out. Thank you guys for supporting. All my social medias is linked down in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to Jay's Place. And yeah, Jackson is teething, y'all, and I thought Jay was here, so I'm gonna go check on Jackie Mac. See you guys on the next video. Be blessed. Peace.